Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. And my topic is satire on private education system in Revolution 2020 with the reference of present time. So these are my personal information. Let me begin with what is education. So I have taken several definitions from different well-known people. So first definition that I have taken is from Oxford Dictionary. According to Oxford Dictionary, education is the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at the school or university. And now further, I have taken one definition from Prashna Upanishada, that is, education is for liberation. The next one I have taken from Swami Vivekanand from his book What We Believe in. Education is the manifestation of the divine perfection already existing in man. And the last one I have taken from Sir Arbindo, education which will offer the tools whereby one can live for the divine, for the country, for oneself, and for others. And this must be the ideal of every school which calls itself national. Now about Revolution 2020. So Revolution 2020, the full title is Revolution 2020, Love, Corruption, Ambition in the this is the novel by Chetan Bhagat. The novel was written in 2011 and published on 5th October 2011. The novel was originally written in English and it has 296 pages. The story is mainly focused on love triangle and corruption and the journey of self-discovery. The author stated that the novel is based on rampant corruption apparent in the Indian educational system, with the choice of Varanasi as a setting emerging through a special connection to the city following his visit. And there are three main characters in the novel: Gopal, Arti, and Raghav. From there, we find that Gopal is a corrupted one, Raghav is fighting against the corruption, and Arti is swinging among both the main characters that whom she choose. Narrative style of the novel is state with prologue and end with epilogue. So now I'm getting into my main point: satire on the private education system in Revolution 2020. So the entire background of the novel we find is set in contemporary India, and especially in it makes satire on private education system. So author Chetan Bhagat himself says that the idea of his work Revolution 2020 emerged because of the rampant corruption in the educational sector, which affect millions of youth. So in novel we find two major characters, Gopal and Raghav. Gopal is the corrupted one and Raghav is fighting against that, and the entire story is about to who will win. The theme of corruption we find that it is unfold through the story of Gopal's success in establishing a private engineering college with the help of politician. There is a name of politician is MLA Shuklaji, and the failure of Raghav in establishing himself as a successful journalist. So at last, we find that the scene of inspection, there is a scene of inspection in Gopal's college. For that, there we find that before inspection came, this dialogue came that the day of AICTE inspection felt like an exam day. Our faculty of 20 reached the campus at 8 a.m. Sweepers scrubbed the floors till the last minute. The IT specialist ensured that the desktop in the computer room worked. So this thing we find that it is a kind of cheating they are doing with the education system. That before the inspection came, they don't care about taking care of computers or cleaning or anything. If we do deconstruction of this dialogue, we find that thing. But as soon as they get to know that okay, this inspection is coming into our college, they are started cleaning all the things, reaching to college at time, and doing taking care about the digital devices. So these kind of things happen in private education system, and Chetan Bhagat satiring that. The another satire we find is that Gopal don't have higher degrees yet, and still he opened engineering college. And so that we find that those who have money had can do anything. That is the satire here, that money centricism is the problem. So there here we find another dialogue that when there is a senior inspection person and another juniors inspection guides are came to the college of Gopal, and the senior inspection person ensure Gopal that you don't worry, I will handle everything. Everyone is my junior, and I will handle them. They will not report against your college. So one of the junior person is the new there, and so he unconsciously asked question to Gopal that about their, like, how many machines you have and such kind of questions that we have find here in dialogue, that everyone turned to the inspector who had asked the lathe machine question. You are Srivastava, said Mr. Bansali, said the inspector. Mr. Bansali, why don't we all move to my office? Of course, related questions, unless you need the promoter. And this thing we find that everyone is looking to that junior inspector, that he asked question. Everyone is not taking care that what he asked, it is related, it is important or not, nothing. They are just looking him as he done some mistakes. And the later on we find that there is another question that is asked by Mr. Bhansali, that to Gopal, that you look young. So Gopal said that I am young. So what are your qualifications? He said. And Gopal said that I have built this college, said, and I have hired the best faculty. So here we find another satire, that they do he don't care about his qualification, or even the private education system is not caring about the that what is the qualification. If you have money, if you open the college, if you if you sit at the higher position, no one will question you. And if they question you, they the similar like a Gopal, they are he give answer to them. Now, the further I have to note that the novel is also critic of elitism and nepotism that exists within the system, where wealthy and influential families can secure admission and prefer preferential treatment for their children. So that also satirized in this novel. And uneducated people also running education institutes. So there we find here in this dialogue that Shuklaji. That Gopal is telling that you want me to open a college. I haven't even been to college, I said. So Gopal said, and Shuklaji answered that most people who own college in India haven't. Stupid people go to college, smart people own them. So that is the very kind of a satire we find on education system, that even you are not qualified, even you are not educated well, you can open college and do some such stuff with education system, ruin the education system. So another thing we find is here is private education system prioritize in intelligence, not to skill. So who's the, we can say, principal, or we can say who's the main person, the authority is not qualified enough, what they will give to the students? That question is, we can directly relate here. Now some more points I have, that here we find that through the example of MLA Shuklaji, we find that private education system is become the best example, or we can say best platform to convert their black money into white. This what MLA Shuklaji has done, that he opened a college with the help of Gopal, and he converted all the black money into white. Another thing we find satire is on quota and coaching classes. So when we see the quota and coaching class episode, that through the Gopal, that Gopal went to coaching class because of his father forced him to go there. There we find that their turnover is like in millions. Their coaching class turnover is in millions, and every year or every semester we find that hundreds of people are taking admission there, thousands of people taking admission there. And there we find that they are all running or being educated in the same manner. So the creativity, or we can say such kind of skills are getting died. Everyone is running in the same competition, that okay, we have to clear this kind of exams, then only we are considered as a successful, no, otherwise we are considered as a losers. So this mentality are developed through these coaching classes on all these things, that what Chetan Bhagat tried to convey in his novel. Now the last point that I want to take here is that instead of increasing quality of education, we find that many private education system, or we can say let us take example of Gopal. They are more focusing on fancy, making they're building fancy or advertisements, or like they are taking high fees to attract the students, and parents and students are easily get attracted towards that things. So, and now I want to give it present relevance. So to give present relevance, we find that nowadays posters and films, or we can say YouTube video, YouTube are the best platforms that are to express yourself. So I have taken some examples of that. So first, if you see that these two posters are showing money centricism in the private education systems, that how they are getting high fees from the parents and giving them education that are also not enough good. And the another I have taken is this is showing that they are we can say tell they are just observing all the students with the same scale. For example, here in the first poster, you find that for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. So everyone's ability is not the same. If you are judging everyone with the same scale, they are not able to do that. So these posters also we can connect with that. And the another one is this is also showing that the burden of education and how they are all converting black money. The second poster is showing that how it is converting black money into white. This is the dialogue that I have taken from movie Three Idiot, that this is a college, not a pressure cooker. Even a circus lion learned to sit on a chair in fear of the whip, but you call such a lion well trained, not a well educated. So that also satire on education system. This movie is also based on the novel, one of the novel of Chetan Bhagat. And related videos, the one video that I have taken is titled as a Puri Zindagi Padhai ki Ladai Fir Kya. And the another video that I have taken is titled as Education in India, Are Student Failing or System? This video is on, it is available on TED Talk, so you can easily get into that. Thank you, and these are my citations.
Yourself find mistakes in your citation?
Yes, sir. That YouTube video that I have cited, it is not showing the name first, but there is something else there.
Hmm. Okay, then any other things? Capitalization.
Yes, sir. That is.
If you will be able to identify, then only you will be able to correct. Who will sit with you to correct everything in dissertation? Who has got that much time to check line by line, word by word, everything? We can teach you this is right manner. Now it is up to you to find what is wrong. And if you will not be able to do that, then there is no chance that things can be improved. Because
Clearly,
one
sir.
by one, working with each student happens in KG, not in PG.
Yes, sir. Lack of capitalization. Like
Hmm.
I have done capitalization there. That is
Hmm.
not needed, I think.
Okay.
Grandmasters.
Hmm.
Shifuji.
And they are cited in text. Have you cited how many of them?
Sir, I have cited the YouTube videos I have mentioned there, and all other uh, excepting the original text, I have cited each and
So
every
how
part
have
of
you cited YouTube video
that. In
in text? Show there.
this, I have mentioned that.
No, not in this way. That is in text. I am telling. I think you understand what is in text. No? It means according to so and so. This is what I am making an argument. That way. Have you? How many have you cited?
That I have cited of. um, in the beginning, that this
Hmm.
definition that I have cited,
Okay,
that
according to this and education, this, okay, this, then, hmm. Now, this quotes you have mentioned in the beginning. Okay. Hmm. Okay, then anywhere else you used these names to prove your point?
no, sir, that I have not
That's
used.
what you have to do. So subsequently, you have to keep on using the way you begin the things. Those things should be used subsequently till the end that you prove the thing. In between, time and again. Even if you like might have carefully listened to the speakers, they might have referred to some of the names repeatedly in their speech to prove their point. So if you are ready to understand, then you grab that. And those who are not ready to understand, they only see the content, not how the manner in which the content is delivered. Okay, yes, question, who is asking? First is, okay. Yeah.
Himanshi, my question is how does this satire on the private education system help in decreasing such issues you mentioned?
Um, it is all about, like, I think it is all about understanding that this if there is, it is time and again this satire is coming in our literature and in our movies and in other popular we can say popular fields. Someday someone will be there who understand that this is very problematic, and when they understand these things they might be do something to improve that, or it is all about, we can just vision that, we cannot say that surely that it will happen, but it might be happen. Yes, so my question is, you have dealt with the topic of privatization and education system and its satirical study. So, what would be the main factor is playing a role into the according to you into that your study, according to you or in general, what you can find like a main factor who is playing a role, what is playing a role in that? Okay. So, as per general also, and in the with the reference of novel also, I have find that money and reputation, these two things are at the center. That they are making private institute and they are working according to this, doing corruption and all these things to make money first, and the another thing that they are doing is to make reputation. For example, Gopal is time and again referring this thing that to telling to Raghav that I am more reputed than I have do this, I have these luxury cars and all these things. So money and reputation, these two things I think at the center.